Yo, what is the dealio? Hey, listen, this video, I'm about to tell you why right now is the absolute best time to learn how to master trading stock options. All right, right now, we are in unprecedented times. There is a lot of fear going on in the economy and the world. There is a lot of uncertainty in the economy and the world, right? When you have uncertainty and you have fear going on in the world and the economy, that leads to scarce times, so to speak, right? And so I want you to understand what this skill set could do for you. Trading options is not gambling, right? It's not gambling. All you're doing is you're learning a skill set that could pay you forever. You are learning a skill set that could pay you for the rest of your life, and it could also pay your generation. If you got kids, this is a skill set that you can teach to your children, and this could be something generational, all right? All you got to do is learn a skill set. So I want you to understand, right? I want you to understand that before you went to school, you had to allow yourself to learn whatever it was, right? A lot of people went to college and you major in something and then you get a degree, right? What if you majored in trading for 6 months, right? What if you majored in trading for 6 months? You would literally, if you dedicated an hour a day to learning how to trade stock options, you will change your life forever. I don't care what job you got. I don't care how much money you are making. I don't care how much money you are not making, right? None of that matters because the ability to be able to wake up in the morning, not need anybody, right? Go into the stock market and within an hour come out with a couple $1,000 is literally one of the most powerful skill sets on the planet, right? Right now we got AI, and they're saying that AI is going to take over people, right, in the world. So let me think about this. Do you want to be a victim of AI, or do you want to position yourself and your family to benefit off of AI? If AI is going to get rid of jobs, then what if you learn how to trade options on certain AI stocks? Now, when AI is taking all the jobs and all the opportunities from people, you're getting the opportunity, right? Because you learned the skill set on how to trade these stock options, and now the money is coming back to you. So you got to understand what a wealth transfer is. A wealth transfer is money going from, is basically just switching bank accounts. The wealthy and the elite, and then everybody else, right? But you have those visionaries, you have those people that are in society that see the opportunity and they're like, yo, I'm about to get on the right side of this transfer, and then I am going to change my life. And because I'm going to be able to change my life, I'm going to be able to change my family's life and everybody who comes after me and everybody that I love, right? Right now, I'm in South America chilling, right? Because I learned how to trade stock options. I locked myself in a house for a year, right? I locked in, I focused, and I consistently showed up. Win, lose, or draw, I learned the skill set, right? I don't care if you're making $120,000 a year. If you have to go to that place to make the money, there is an easier and more efficient way to do it, right? Because a lot of times people be like, oh no, it ain't about the money. So if it's not about the money, why are you going to work every day? It's just, you got to start asking yourself this real stuff. Let's stop acting like We are not living in a capitalistic society. Once you learn how to print money out of the ether from the stock market consistently every single day, right? You can change your life. You can go move to that city you want to move to, right? You can go pay off the debt you want to pay off at a faster rate. You can go on that vacation you want to go on. You can go put your kid in private school and be able to afford it. See, here's the thing. A lot of times, everybody thinks that learning how to trade means I want to just go be a millionaire. No, you can use trading for whatever it is that you want to use it for. What if you learn how to make an extra $1,000 a month in the stock market? So let's say you have a job that you enjoy and you're making $7,000 a month. Let's just say you're making $4,000 a month. And you like, man, I really want to, I'm tired of my car payment. And let's say your car payment is $500 a month. If you learn how to trade, you can go make $700 a month and go use that $400 of profit. And now you could go pay your car note from trading. And now you don't have to touch any of the money that you're working for. Or you can say, I want to build up my retirement account a lot faster. How can I do that? Right now, I'm only putting in $200 a month. I want to be able to put in $1,000 a month. So I need $800 a month extra to be able to invest into the stock market for my shares in my retirement account. If you learn how to trade, you can make $1,000 a month extra, take that 800 and go put that into shares, and you could build up your retirement account faster. What if you're like, man, I want to go on a vacation with my family because we haven't been on a vacation in 2 to 3 years. All you got to do is say, okay, this vacation is going to cost me, it's going to cost us $4,000 to live lavish and experience the best. $4,000. You learn how to make $1,000 in the stock market, and it's really going to be more than that once you really learn the skill set. In a month and a half of focus and intention, you can literally be up 6K and take that 4K and go on that vacation. You can do it however you want to do it. But right now is literally the best time to learn how to trade because the market is a little bit more challenging. If you can learn how to trade the stock options in this economy, in this climate right now, once things smooth out, you are going to be able to print so much money and create so much freedom for yourself. But let me tell you something. This is what happens. A lot of people be like, I'm going to get to that next year. I'm going to get to that next year. When I do this, then I'll get to that. When I get $10,000, then I'm going to start. And all that does is it prolongs you and it prolongs you and it prolongs you. Or you have people that are like, man, that's intimidating. Those charts intimidate me. So they never do it. Let me be the first to tell you, it's easier than you think. Learning how to read the charts and learning technical analysis is easier than you think. It's no different from going to school, not knowing a certain topic and taking time to learn. It's no different. So I want you to understand that time is going to pass, right? As long as you're on the planet and you alive, time is going to pass. So the real question is, how do you want your future to look? How do you want your future to look? If you keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to keep getting what you always got. Right? But what happens when you lock in and you do something different? Yeah, it's going to be uncomfortable a little bit here and there, right? Yeah, you may lose a little bit of money here and there. But what you're doing is you're building up a skill set that nobody can take away from you. You're going to be able to get in a position where you can literally create money out of thin air. And I'm not talking a dollar. I'm not talking about magician. I'm talking about thousands of dollars. I'm talking about a full-time income. I'm talking about professional level money, doctors, lawyers. There is a reason why trading has become so popular, because all you're doing is you're using money and leveraging an amount of money to make more money. And once you learn what a trend is, how to identify the trends, you can literally change your financial situation in a matter of weeks, months, days. All it takes is one trade to change your life. All it takes is one trade to change your life. One trade. But to get to that one trade, you got to tap in. You got to learn the skill set. Stop putting it off. I don't care what your age is, whether you 18 or you 61, you can do this. And that's what's so powerful. When I used to be in door-to-door sales, and I would be knocking on doors selling solar panels, right? In Nevada, in Las Vegas. I was very good at it. I was making multi-six figures. Once I learned how to trade and I invested my time in the charts, I knew that this was the way, because I didn't have to deal with customers, managers, sales getting canceled. I didn't have to deal with none of that stuff. All I had to focus on was my own personal psychology. That is what changed the game for me. I took a whole year and locked in while I was working 10, 11 hours a day. I said, I'm going to figure this out. And I did. And then 11 months after I started trading, I was able to walk away and be able to travel the world, right? And be able to experience a better version of myself and the life that I want to experience and live. And we just getting started. All right. Right now is the best time to learn. If you keep putting it off, in 5 years from now, you're going to wish you had started earlier, because I wish I started earlier. I'm telling you this from firsthand experience. If I knew what I knew now, I would have been trading at 21 years old, at 18 years old, at 22 years old, at 26 years old, at 27 years old. If I knew what I knew now, I would have been trading earlier. So get started right now. Stop being afraid. Stop being intimidated. Stop procrastinating. All right. And if you're one of those people that's like, you know what? I've tried it, but I lost a little bit of money. Lock in. Okay. We have a Discord. It's called the Prosperity Collective. If you want to learn how to trade, click the link in the description. But you need to get around people that are doing this. If it's not my Discord, join a Discord, right? That you feel comfortable with. Get around people that are doing the same thing so you can get to where you want to get to. Because I'm telling you, the economy is going to continue to filter people out, and it's going to be less and less opportunities for people that don't have a skill set. One of the most valuable skill sets in the world is learning how to see what a trend is and know what direction a stock is going to be going into. That's one of the most highly paid professions in the world, AKA trading. And that's why you got people that are able to make $10,000 in 10 minutes, $30,000 in 15 minutes, $100,000 in an hour. It sounds asinine, but when you understand the game, it's really not that hard. All right. People are making monthly salaries in 15, 20 minutes. People are making annual salaries in one day, a 3-hour period. This stuff is life changing. All right. So right now is the best time to learn how to trade. Make sure you tap in, click the link in the description, join the Discord if you're not already. Take this stuff serious. Stop starting and stopping. Lock in, commit the next year to this, and I promise you it will change your life. All right. So with that being said, I always say, be sure to get out of your head, go get into this world, because your head is a dangerous place to live. All right. And also remember, the more you study, the less you worry. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Peace.